Good morning, everyone. Well, as you can hear, the birds brought up bright and early. This is one of our regular walks. It's a slightly unusual day in that here in the UK our clocks have sprung forward an hour to daylight savings. Personally, I don't think it's relevant anymore. I can understand why it was done. People walking children to school want to do so, walk them home in the light, but we now have street lights for those walking, and the vast majority go in and out of school by car. So I really don't think it should be a thing anymore. Wouldn't it be lovely if this was the last change and we just stayed with these lighter evenings for now? It doesn't affect me too much after a night shift. As you can see, it's light enough to walk, but I have driven to one of our regular walks, which is sort of the opposite directions of work. So there's already been a 40-minute drive. Where it will affect me is before our day turns now, we'll be back to walking in the dark with a head torch, but it won't be for long. It'll only be for a few weeks. There we go. Right guys, let's go and enjoy a nice walk. So we've had a short walk along Country Lane. You don't have to. There's plenty of walks here, circular walks, where you don't have to touch the road at all. But I want a longer walk today, hence coming this way. Don't you just love that bird song? Right, I'll stop to release the hounds and we'll carry on. Guys, sit up. Melly, sit. Good children. Everything's coming into bud, coming into blossom. It's that time of year that gets quite exciting. It's still fairly boring out here without the sun picking up the colours that are around, but it all shows promise. I think that's got to be a wonderful time of year. Now the dogs are trying to go one of my usual ways, so while Merlin's been little we've been doing shorter walks, and this has been a really nice one that I've videoed with you guys several times, going up the path there on, and then we take a right into some wonderful sort of woodland and then back up where we are now. I'm going to stick to the main tracks today. These are my favourite trees. They don't look much at this time of year, but they're pretty wonderful. This way guys! Well done. Not that way today. Go little legs. Good girl, Oti. Merlin, no, thank you. So I've got to nip this behaviour in the bud, because part of the reason Oti is not running as much as she usually does, and part of her putting on weight, is because of a certain small person jumping up at her and grabbing her every time she runs. So that's got to be stopped. Again, it sounds wonderful. Why do people feel the need to deface things? Why are people so egotistical that they want to leave something of themselves? I don't get it. The moss, the lichen, it all takes a long time to grow. We've got no right to damage it like that. We're off doing a bit of exploring. You've got to, I was going to say be careful getting back down, but not an issue. Nice recall, guys. Gently. Get off you. Gently. Good boy. Okay. And they're gone. We don't have the bright blue sky of yesterday morning. Sorry, but this is absolutely perfect walking weather. It's cool, it's fresh, it smells wonderful. I can't really describe it. It's that lovely mossy, peaty smell. It's all fresh, it feels fresh, smells fresh. Slightly chilly on my cheeks, but actually that's really quite nice. I'm not quite sure what dogs are listening to. Hunt used to exercise their pack of hounds in here, but thankfully all hunt activity has been banned now on Forestry England land, so it's not them. It actually could be the roaring of a stag. Can you see Oti's sort of gone quite hesitant? No, it's not a woodpecker. Far too loud. I want to turn right here, but let's just see if we get that sound again. Yeah, it's a stag roaring. Did you hear that? Now, I filmed them here last year and actually was able to video them. Isn't that an amazing sound? That's the first one I've heard this year. You find in parks, they'll start roaring, start mating season earlier. Oh, isn't that wonderful? There we go. Let's listen to one more and then we'll turn around. True fashion. There we go. Isn't that stunning? And that is what Oti's been alerting me to. She's not silly. She knows to stay away from them. It's very tempting to carry on and take a look at him, but it's not worth it. It's not fair on the stag. It's not fair on the dogs. But there we go. That's something different to hear. Let's carry on. Good girl. Well done. So it was the deer that was making Oti be very cautious and not running on. She's not silly. Just looking at this running water here, I've got friends locally who've already got tadpoles. I really want tadpoles in my pond. I was hopeful for 2 years running, then gave up and put some fish in. I still would really like frogs. But along here, you can see the water's running really freely at the moment. As it slows down, we get about 2 or 3 large sort of ditches of water along here, and that's it. And I've seen newts and lizards down here several times, which has been brilliant. Never actually seen a frog. I've seen toads and I've seen slow worms in these woods, not seen adders, thankfully. Yeah, we've had so much water at the moment, haven't we? But it will be a while before these become the sort of ponds that newts or anything would like to lay their eggs in. The roots of that tree down in there show just what size some of them get to. I can never tire of this. Good boy! She went the other way. She tricked you. Oti's made her escape from him. You can hear the running water. We've got the river down to our left, still a little way away. We've just gone through a little bit of a squelchy bit, and I've looked down at my poor boots. I'm really getting very lazy. These are Ariatal terrains. They are so ridiculously comfortable. I've been in Ariats for years now. Now, if little one is rolling something, this will be an opportunity to tell him off for it. Nope. Monkey. No, as I say, these boots are brilliant. I bought them for working credits and signal box. Just because I was in so much pain at the end of the day. But it's laziness of me. I should have changed into walking boots to come out. My excuse is I've still not sorted the new van out properly. The crates are being made at the moment. Once they're done, I can get hooks and things sorted and get it all set up how I want. And then I can get walking boots, wellies, etc. in there much easier. But I think I've got to get my act together today and put another pair of wellies back in the van, because it doesn't look as though it's going to dry up anytime soon. We're getting nearer to a road, so I'm just going to do a recall. Make sure these guys are listening. Merly, Merly, Merly! Oti Oats! Good children! And the other thing I've got to get into the van is my whistle. I wore it into the house the other day and it didn't come back out. Well done, guys! Sit up. Sit. It's not too wet. And yes, you did roll. You are horrible. What a disgusting, horrible dog. I haven't had one that's rolled for years. I've been very, very lucky that the first time they did it, they were near enough water to put them straight in and they could associate it, and chose not to. But unfortunately it does seem to be a corgi habit. I smell Merlin and it is only mud, so I can live with that. Delightful animals, aren't they? And this is why I keep a little bit of shampoo and washing off plant sprayer bottle in the car. Well done, guys. Where someone has sneakily snuck off after the last couple of treats. Oti, we will reiterate that. Sit. Sit. Good boy, nice, good. Okay, well done. Obviously I don't want that becoming a habit, but you receive a treat, you bugger off. Here. Here. Good. Merlin, here. Good. So he's old enough now to understand a here cute. Good. Well done. Here. So you can see I'm quick to correct and very quick to praise. Good. Here. Here. Good. Here. Merlin. Call him back into position. Here. Good. Well done. Well done. Well done. Nice. Merlin. Good. Yeah. Here. Good. Well done. And sit. Well done. Good job, guys. That's one we're definitely working on, but that was not bad at all. He is old enough now. Sit. But I expect a basic heel position. Okay. It's something I need to work on far more. Nice bit squelchy through there. Good puppy puppies! Well done. Good job. Nice work. Okay. So as you can see with that sort of heel position there, that I do expect him to do now, me correcting him, he doesn't hold that against me. People seem to worry that if they tell their dog off, correct them, say that's not what I want, the dog's not going to like them anymore. No, that's not how it works. As long as you are consistent, as long as if I put him in that position, I always correct him for leaving it, he will never ever hold that against me. What you can't do is let it slack walking on your own, and then suddenly, because you've got friends with you maybe, feel a bit embarrassed because your dog's not doing what you've asked, and then get tough on them. That you can't do. Just got to do it consistently. Oh, it's still wonderful out here. Birds are still singing. Where else would I want to be on Easter Sunday? This morning's walk is exactly what we all needed today. Yesterday's walk along the river in Exeter in that stunning, stunning blue sky. The reflections were amazing. The dogs had a brilliant time running. Oti loved her swim, all great, but there was quite a lot of sort of calling them back. Because there are quite a lot of other people around. And obviously, I don't want them getting in the way of runners, cyclists, etc. Yeah, go on, you can go in. Whereas today, certainly at the moment, while it's nice and quiet out here, this is just freedom for them. They can go about, do what they want, as long as I know that when I do call them, they listen. I like to vary their walks. I like to get different things in. And then this evening, before work again, they'll have sort of a 20-minute walk around a park, which again is something a bit different. And that will do them. But this is wonderful. Are you trying to sneak away from your brother? I wouldn't up there, it's very thistly and brambly. Considering how regularly I walk here, how have I never noticed all those wonderful mossy roots? Aren't they great? Wonderful primroses, still looking great. Now, I'm not planning on going down to the river today, or even along the big trees. So, I thought what I might do is climb up this mound. Haven't done it for a while. Merlin's never done it. But he's leaping on and off everything now. It really is time to start treating him more like an adult dog, as long as I don't overdo the time-wise and push him past these points of sort of fatigue for his joints, etc. But I think we will take you all up here today. I better tell the dogs what we're up to. Merlin! Oti! Oti, this way. Here they come. Yay, hiya. Hiya. Good children, this way. Oti, we're not going to the river. So really? Well, I'm definitely finding it more difficult than they are, but I know my fitness needs building up, as does Oti's, actually. And of course, Merlin being youngster, his is naturally building as we do more. Right, I can't talk and do steps. Last time I walked past this mound, I said I'd look it up and find out what it is. I failed completely, so I promise you, before I put this video together, I will actually do some quick little bit of research. Isn't that a stunning view? It's got to be here for a reason, and that view is probably one of them. Well done, guys! And again, more wonderful, wonderful primroses. So there we go. And actually it's easier to see from up here. There are other walks that disappear off into the woods that way, but aren't sort of main tracks as such, but do make for lovely walks. Now I won't be videoing as we go down here because I don't want to fall, and then we will carry on that way. So if we go to a river, it would be that track there. Right, time to go down the steps. Right, we're all safely down, just nice and steady. And then this track takes us back to the car park. But it always takes me longer than I think. It is probably still another 15 minutes. We tend to get the more varied greens along here. If I knew enough about fir trees, I could tell you why and which ones they were. I don't. But I do know those dogs are getting too far ahead, especially as we're heading back to the car park, even though we're quite a way off. So, puppies! They said we're not puppies. Melly! Oh, isn't it? Good job I've got a reliable puppy. You, Oti, are using sort of selective deafness and lack of whistle to your advantage. Good children! Well done, childrens! Hey, we're starting to look quite tired, which is nice. Well done. Well done, guys. Sit. Merlin, sit. You really are doing teenage monkey. Good boy. Sit. Good. Sit. Well done. Okay. Good job. So he doesn't really know that's enough cue. Oti doesn't, she's just heard me say it. Enough! Good! Yes! Well done! Good girl, Oti. And basically, for me, that means you don't have to come back to me, but don't go any further. Good boy, well done! We've got a noisy dog ahead, which is confusing my two. Now if that were Oti, it would be because she was on squirrel watch. It'd be interesting to see why this is. Sometimes you get it with ball obsessed dogs. Sometimes you get it with dogs that are unfortunately only given a decent walk on a weekend. It could be a dog chasing squirrels. We'll see. It's not an aggressive bark, so I'm not calling mine back. Morning.
Hey guys. Hi. Hello. Hello.
Well done, guys. I think he's off squirrel hunting. Okay, so no, it's a dog that wants the owners to throw a stick for it. Labrador. That is a habit you have to watch. It's one I set up, unfortunately, for Oti at the beach, and now annoys the hell out of me when she won't just go and run and enjoy the beach and is obsessing about the ball in my pocket. Might as well bother going nowhere. People often do it because they don't have recall. Get them ball focused, stick focused, got no recall, but hey, they're too busy playing with the ball or the stick and wanting me to throw it to notice what's going on around them. I don't like it as a habit. It is obsessive. It means the dog doesn't get to actually ever be a dog. So yeah, just a habit to watch. Right, that's us coming back up to the car park. Time to gather the dogs up, put leads on. As all of you know, I'll always put leads on dogs going in and out of car parks, however reliable they are, because it's just not worth it. And it's good manners for your dogs. So I hope you enjoyed our walk. We're all going to go home for breakfast and then asleep. Enjoy your day, everyone. Take care.